She knew what silence would do to you. She knew that flirting with other dudes would trigger you, but she did it anyway. Why? Because she wanted power more than peace. Number 3, her attraction fades the second you become predictable. Mystery fuels her desire far more than gifts ever will. Every smile hides a test. Every silence hides a mess. And every argument hides the question that asks, are you strong enough to lead me? You can master business, money, and power, but if you cannot master women, you will lose at least half of it in the end. So you've got two choices. You can either study her or you can be destroyed by her. If he senses even a little bit of attitude, if he sees even a little bit of drama, that dude is in the wind. I tell you guys not to blame women for being women and that they're not good or evil, they just are. But guys, some women are just absolutely effing evil. These are the sadistic women who intentionally screw over as many guys as possible. This is the girl who doesn't accidentally break you. She calculates every ignored mess, every cold shoulder, every time she told you you're overthinking it. All of that was intentional. She knew it would confuse you. She knew it would make you chase, and she knew it would make you question your worth. She does all this because she doesn't fear losing you. And women don't hurt men they fear losing. They hurt men they believe will stay no matter what. She needed control, so she played with your emotions until you broke. That way you become the toxic one while she walks away clean. Gentlemen, she wasn't confused. She was careful. And the hard truth is that she's done this many times before. You just didn't know it. She knew what silence would do to you. She knew that flirting with other dudes would trigger you, but she did it anyway. Why? Because she wanted power more than peace. And if you don't learn to recognize this game early, you're going to continue giving your love to women who see it as a weakness. Learn this for yourself because women are never going to just sit you down and tell you this. And if you don't learn this, you will pay the price down the road. Number 1, she's more attracted to power than love. Love makes her feel safe. Power makes her feel alive. Number 2, she tests you not to break you, but to see if you're the man that she can trust to lead and protect her. Number 3, her attraction fades the second you become predictable. Mystery fuels her desire far more than gifts ever will. Number 4, she will admire the man who walks away. If you cling to her, she'll despise you. Number 5, she may lie with her lips, but her body never lies. Watch her actions, not her words. Number 6, she's not loyal to you. She's loyal to the version of you she respects. Lose that respect, you'll lose her love and ultimately her. Number 7, deep down, she does not want to lead. She wants to surrender, but only a man who's strong enough to lead her. Gentlemen, women are never going to confess these truths. Not to her friends, and definitely not to you. But every man who ignores these things ends up confused, betrayed, or broken. However, the man who learns these lessons becomes untouched. Conquered nations, made generational advances in science, medicine, technology. We study business, theology, even history. But most men never study women, and that's exactly the reason why they fail with them. Gentlemen, women are not complicated. They are patterns. And if you don't know these patterns, you get played. Every smile hides a test. Every silence hides a mess. And every argument hides the question that asks, are you strong enough to lead me? The man who never studies women thinks that love is enough. The man who does study women knows that love dies without respect. Now, I know a lot of you meathead red pill guys will say, no way I'm gonna study women. If you study women, you're a simp. Women aren't worth studying, bro. And to that, I would ask, you wouldn't invest in a stock without learning the charts, the company's history, or future outlook, would you? You wouldn't buy a house without doing a walkthrough, getting it inspected, and looking up the title information, would you? And you wouldn't buy a car without checking the Carfax, would you? Of course not. So why on God's green earth would you risk at least half of your present and future income, your freedom, and possibly even your life getting involved with modern women? Because if you're here, you are acknowledging that messing with women is risky for all of these reasons. So why would you poo-poo during your research on women if that's the very thing that could cost you the most if you're not aware of what they're capable of? Why risk your life on something you do not understand? Ignorance makes you weak, gentlemen, and weakness makes her lose desire. And when desire dies, so does the relationship. The man who studies female psychology is not controlled by her emotions. He controls the frame. Our culture likes to call this toxic. But men who refuse to learn about modern women end up divorced, cheated on, and or drained. You can master business, money, and power, but if you cannot master women, you will lose at least half of it in the end. So you've got two choices. You can either study her or you can be destroyed by her. But do not say I did, because while most women can sleep with any man they want, they have absolutely no clue what it takes to retain a high. And ladies, you got to understand that dating a man who's got himself together ain't for little girls. One wrong move and you are erased. No warnings, no second chances. A man who has carved peace out of chaos doesn't tolerate chaos at home. He's survived his demons already, so he ain't about to date one. If he senses even a modicum of disrespect, if he senses even a little bit of attitude, if he sees even a little bit of drama, that dude is in the wind without warning. He disappears emotionally, physically, and permanently. He doesn't yell. He doesn't argue. He just looks at your behavior and silently thinks, not worth my peace. You see, gentlemen, women are used to men begging. They're used to men explaining. They're used to men negotiating. But the man who has himself together does absolutely none of that. And the reason for this is that he has spent years healing, building, and evolving. So he is not about to let some yacht thought with zero discipline ruin what he's fought for. Ladies, you raise your voice, you play games, you bring attitude, he drops you forever. He ain't afraid to lose you. He's making sure he doesn't lose himself. And there's a big difference there. You see, ladies, successful men don't chase chaos. chaos. They eliminate it. So you have two choices. You can either date him the right way, or you can lose him instantly. Because a man who's built peace doesn't beg for love. He simply replaces. And a lot of men make this mistake when pursuing women, but here's what you need to know. Spend money on a girl who likes you, not on a girl to make her like. Because if you're paying to impress her, you're not a man to her. You are a walking ATM with a static erection, hoping against all hope that you've spent enough money to get into her panties. A woman who genuinely likes you won't make you prove your worth with your wallet. She'll make it easy, almost too easy. When she's into you, your very presence is a gift to her. Your time is the prize, but your money is optional. When she isn't into you, nothing is enough. You could fund her lifestyle, pay her car note, her rent, and all her bills. She'll still call you just a friend. High value men invest where there's a return. Low value men invest where there's hope. And as we all know, hope is not a strategy. Hope is for boys, returns are for men. The girl who likes you spends on you. She brings you food. She buys you things. She gives you her time, her effort, and her body. No negotiation, just pure desire. The girl you chase with your wallet gives you nothing but bills, headaches, and excuses. Her love language is draining your bank account. Guys, you gotta stop financing your own humiliation. Spend on the woman who spends on you. The woman who chooses you, not the one you're begging to choose you. Because at the end of the day, a woman who likes you invests in you. A woman you try to buy will eventually sell you. Guys, I know I talk all the time about how my life is so much better because Devin is in it. But on the other side of that coin, I will be the first to tell you that being single is better than begging a woman to act like a woman. If you have to ask for femininity, she's already lost cause because she either is or she isn't. There's no in between. A man should never, ever have to negotiate basics. He shouldn't have to negotiate respect. He shouldn't have to negotiate desire. And he damn sure shouldn't have to negotiate loyalty. If these things aren't natural to her, you'll spend your entire life fighting her destructive instincts. The hard truth is that women want the perks of femininity without the responsibility. They want her to be treated like queens while acting like a concubine to multiple jesters posing as kings. A relationship shouldn't feel like you're coaching an employee how to be feminine. You're building a home, not a human resources department. Lions don't ask the lionesses to hunt. They just do. Well, it's the same with quality women. Their femininity flows effortlessly. If she acts masculine, you'll be forced to feminine. And this is how men lose themselves. This is how kings become servants. A woman who truly likes you drops her guard, her pride, and her ego. Femininity blooms under the right man. And if you are the right man, you shouldn't have to drag it out of her. If she fights you on everything, argues with you, and competes with your authority, then you're dating a roommate with emotion. Being single will always be a better life than negotiating her femininity. Because a woman who refuses to act like a woman doesn't deserve a man who acts like. Because here is a brutally cold reality that most people would never believe when they first hear it. But when they actually think about it, they'll know it's true. Most women have kissed more women than most men. Tell me I'm right. All these good-looking girls have OnlyFans. But what this goes to show, guys, is that you cannot fix a girl who benefits from being broken. She doesn't want to heal. She wants an excuse. See, gentlemen, broken, that's her brand. It gets her attention, sympathy, control, and in a lot of cases, a lot of money. If you show up with solutions, she'll show up with new problems. Why? Because fixing things would end the performance. She'll say things like, I just need support. But what she really needs is an audience. And you, my friend, are in the front row. Then when you stop helping, she'll call you heartless. But the truth is that you just stopped being her sponsor. Gentlemen, you cannot save women who love their own story of suffering. Because what happens is they'll drag you into the performance until you start bleeding too. The hard truth is that most women don't want peace. They want control. They call it healing while feeding off chaos. If you don't see it early, you will get destroyed by the shrapnel when she self-destructs for good. Trust me. And guys, they lie every single time. Every time. He touched me. Lies. We didn't have sex. Lies. He's just a friend. Lies. I only replied to him so he can support my business. Lies. I didn't want to be rude. Lies. I deleted the messages so you won't feel bad. Lies. All lies. Gentlemen, all of this is intentional. She knew it would piss you off. She knew it crossed the line. She knew it disrespected you, but she did it anyway. Don't fall for the excuses. Don't fall for the tears. Don't even fall for the fake confusion. But by the same token, there's no need to take revenge. Don't stay and suffer. And by all means, do not try to stick around to fix or educate her. A woman who shows you she's bad for you is, wait for it, bad for you. You're not her therapist. You're not her advisor. And you are damn sure not her savior. You ain't that smart, my guy. Just walk away. That's the smartest move you will ever make with a woman like this.